My fiancé declared, "I've put your car up on Facebook Marketplace for $5,000. Someone's due to collect it in an hour. We need the cash for my bachelorette party." I replied, "That was quick." Then I contacted the authorities regarding attempted theft and waited with them for the buyer's arrival. She then had to account for selling property that wasn't hers to the officers. As a 30-year-old man, I found myself in my garage witnessing my fiancé being handcuffed. This wasn't the Tuesday I had envisioned. The text arrived at 2:13 p.m. I was on a job site in the middle of a panel installation. My phone vibrated with a Facebook notification. Amber tagged me in a post. It was for a 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback, $5,000 cash. Must go today. Buyer collecting at 4 p.m. First come, first served. It included photo. "You can't. We've paid for everything. I'll eat the costs." "We're done, Amber." Over a mistake? Over you stealing from me and then getting arrested and still not understanding what you did wrong. I made an error. People make errors. People make errors like burning dinner or forgetting an anniversary. You committed crimes. Multiple crimes. That's not an error. She started crying. Everyone's going to know. Everyone's going to ask why we canceled. Tell them the truth. I can't. It's humiliating. Should have thought about that before you posted it on Facebook. She left sobbing. I went inside and started making cancellation calls. That afternoon, my phone started blowing up. Amber's bridesmaids, her family, random people from the guest list, all with variations of, "What did you do?" "Amber's devastated. How could you cancel on her?" I blocked most of them. But I did answer when Amber's dad called. "Brett, my daughter made a mistake. A big one. But are you really going to end 3 years over it? Dan, she tried to sell my car to fund a party." I know. It was stupid, but she's young. She wasn't thinking. She's 28. That's old enough to know better. I'm asking you man to man to reconsider. Give her another chance. Dan, even now Amber doesn't think she did anything wrong. She thinks I overreacted. That's the problem. Silence. Then, what if she goes to counseling? Would you consider it then? No, we're done. I'm sorry. He hung up. Later that night, I received a text from an unknown number. "This is Tiffany. You ruined Amber's life. Hope you can live with yourself." Blocked it. Then another unknown number. "Brett, it's Kayla, bridesmaid. What you're doing is cruel. Amber made a mistake and you're destroying her over it. That's not love." Blocked. Another number. "You're a control freak who can't handle a strong woman making decisions. Amber deserves better." Blocked. They were using different phones to get around my blocks. Smart, but annoying. This morning, 2 things happened. First, the venue called. "Mr. Collins, we got a call from an Amber saying the wedding is not canceled and you're lying." "What's the situation?" "The wedding is definitely canceled. Amber and I are no longer together. Ignore anything she says." "Understood. We'll note that in our records." Second, my boss called. "Brett, got a weird situation. A woman named Carol called the office asking to speak to you about harassment." "What's that about?" "My ex-fiance's mother. We broke up. She's upset about it. She said you had her daughter arrested." "I did. She tried to steal my car." A long pause. "Seriously?" "Yep." "Okay. Well, Carol was told to stop calling here, but heads up in case she tries again. This is getting insane." Update 2. It's been 1 week since the arrest. Amber and her family have completely gone off the rails. The harassment escalated immediately after I canceled the wedding, but it's gotten so much worse. Sunday, Amber showed up at my house again, this time with Carol, Dan, and Tiffany, a full intervention squad. I didn't answer the door, speaking through the Ring camera I'd installed the day before. "Brett, you need to open this door right now," Carol demanded. "We're not leaving until we talk." "Nothing to talk about. We're done. Leave. You can't just throw away 3 years. I can when someone commits fraud against me." Dan stepped up. "Son, you're being unreasonable." Amber made a mistake. "We're offering to pay for marriage counseling. Fresh start." "Dan, she tried to steal my car. She panicked. The wedding costs are overwhelming and she made a bad choice. A bad choice is buying the wrong dress. Theft is a crime," Amber pushed forward. "Brett, I'll do anything. Just please give me another chance." "No, I love you. You don't steal from people you love." They stayed for 30 minutes, finally leaving when I said I'd call the cops again. Monday, I received a text from the venue. Mr. Collins, Amber called again, insisting the wedding is on. She's demanding we honor the contract. Please advise, I called them. Amber is not authorized to make decisions about this event. If she calls again, do not speak with her. Understood. We may need written confirmation from you. I sent them a clear email. Tuesday, things got weird. I received a call from my credit card company. Mr. Collins, we're calling about suspicious activity. Someone attempted to charge $3,200 to your card for a property rental. We declined it. Want to confirm you didn't authorize? I did not. Okay, card's been flagged. You'll get a new one in 5 to 7 days. I later found out Amber tried to book the Vegas villa using my card info she still had saved in her phone. When it declined, she called the company, claiming there was an error and she was definitely authorized. They didn't buy it. Wednesday, the real nuclear option. I got a call from my landlord. Brett, someone vandalized your car. I called the police. You should come home. I left work immediately, arriving at 2 p.m. My Mustang was in the driveway. Every window smashed, tires slashed, the hood keyed with "should have sold it." Police were already there. Officer Rodriguez was taking photos. Mr. Collins, security cameras? Just installed them. Let me check. I pulled up the ring footage from that morning. 6:47 a.m. Clear as day. Amber in a hoodie with a crowbar, smashing my windows one by one, slashing the tires, keying the hood, even looking directly at the camera at one point. She didn't even try to hide. That's her, I told Rodriguez. That's Amber. Your fiancée? The one from the car sale thing? Ex-fiancée. Yeah, this is really bad for her. This is felony destruction of property. She's already pending charges. I want to press charges. Already noted. We'll issue a warrant. Damage estimate, $8,400 for windows, tires, paint correction, detailing. Insurance will cover most of it, but still. Amber was arrested again that afternoon at Carol's house. She was in her pajamas eating cereal. This time, felony criminal mischief, felony vandalism, violation of bail conditions. No bail this time. The judge said she's a flight risk and a danger to property. She's been in county lockup since Wednesday. Carol called me from 6 different numbers Thursday. I finally answered the 6th. My daughter is in jail again because of you. Because of her choices, Carol. She destroyed my car. You drove her to it. You canceled the wedding. You humiliated her. So property destruction is justified? She was emotional. She wasn't thinking. She looked pretty clear-headed in the video. Took her time with each window. You're a cruel, vindictive man. I hope you rot. She hung up. I blocked all the numbers. Friday, my lawyer, Gary Fletcher, called. Brett, I'm watching the local news. They're running a story about a jilted bride arrested for car vandalism. They're using Amber's mugshot. Seriously? Yeah, you might want to prepare for this to get more public. Great. Sure enough, by Friday evening, it was everywhere. Local Facebook groups, news websites, people sharing the story with comments like, "This is insane," and "play stupid games." Some of Amber's friends commented, defending her, "She was driven to this. Brett's the real villain." But most people weren't sympathetic. Saturday morning, Dan called. Brett, we need to talk in person. I met him at a coffee shop. He looked like he hadn't slept in days. My daughter's sitting in jail facing multiple felonies. Her life is ruined. She ruined it herself. Brett, what would it take for you to drop the charges? Both sets. I'm not dropping anything. Money. We can pay for the damage and something extra. $20,000, you drop everything. She gets counseling. Moves away. You never see her again. Dan, she committed crimes. Multiple crimes on camera. I'm not letting her buy her way out. My wife wants to sell our house to pay for lawyers. This is destroying our family. That's Amber's fault, not mine. He just stared at me, then got up and left. This morning, I received a letter from Amber, sent from county jail. Brett, I know I messed up. I know I went too far, but I was just so hurt and angry and I wasn't thinking. You were my whole world, and when you took that away, I didn't know what to do. I love you. I'll always love you. I'm sorry. Please drop the charges. Please, I'm begging you. I can't survive in here. Not one word about what she actually did wrong, just how she felt, how she was hurt. I tossed the letter. Her court date for the original charges is in 2 weeks. The vandalism charges will be added. She's looking at real time now. Gary says with both cases combined, probably 18 to 24 months if convicted. Everyone's mad at me, as if I'm the one who tried to steal a car and then destroyed it when that didn't work. But honestly, I sleep fine. She made her choices. These are her consequences. My Mustang's at the shop. They say it'll be 3 weeks to fix everything. Insurance is handling it, and Amber's in jail where she belongs. Final update: 6 weeks since the original car sale attempt. 4 weeks since Amber smashed my Mustang. Time to close this out. The court stuff moved fast. Amber's lawyer tried negotiating a plea deal. The prosecution wasn't interested. Your client committed theft, fraud, and vandalism. All documented. All on camera. She's getting the maximum. The trial was last week, lasting 2 days. Day 1 focused on the car sale. The prosecutor presented the Facebook post, the texts, my testimony, the buyer's testimony, and Officer Mendez's testimony. Amber's lawyer argued she didn't understand the legal implications and made an error in judgment. The prosecutor then showed the text where Amber said she'd forged my signature and evidence where she took the title without asking. This wasn't confusion, the prosecutor declared. This was deliberate theft and fraud. The jury looked convinced. Day 2 was the vandalism. They played the ring footage full screen. Amber in a hoodie, smashing windows one by one, looking at the camera. The words "should have sold it" were in big letters. Her lawyer tried claiming emotional distress and temporary insanity. "Ma'am," the prosecutor countered, "you can clearly see her in the video." She's calm, methodical. She takes her time with each window. This wasn't a spontaneous act of rage. This was planned revenge, Amber cried through the whole thing. Carol sobbed in the front row. Dan sat stone-faced. The jury deliberated for 3 hours. Guilty on all counts. Sentencing was yesterday. I wasn't sure if I should go, but Gary said it might be good to show up and provide a victim statement, so I went. The judge asked if I wanted to speak. "Your Honor, Amber destroyed my car, not just property. She destroyed years of work and money I put into restoration. She did it purely out of spite. She's shown zero remorse. Everything has been about how she feels, how she was wronged. She hasn't once acknowledged what she actually did." I asked the court to give her the maximum sentence. Amber's lawyer made a speech about how she was young and made mistakes and deserved a second chance. The judge wasn't buying it. "Miss Rivera, you committed multiple felonies against someone you claim to love. You stole from him. You attempted to defraud both him and an innocent buyer. When that failed, you destroyed $8,400 worth of property. You showed no remorse until facing consequences. You've blamed everyone but yourself. This court takes these crimes seriously." Amber received 18 months in state prison, not county jail, state prison. $12,000 in restitution, which includes my repairs plus court costs. 3 years probation after release. A permanent felony record. She broke down sobbing. Carol started screaming, "This is too harsh!" "She's not a criminal." "Ma'am," the judge stated, "she committed felonies. That makes her a criminal. One more outburst and I'll hold you in contempt." Carol shut up but kept crying. They took Amber into custody immediately. She looked at me as they led her out. I didn't look away. Outside the courthouse, Dan approached me. "I hope you're satisfied. My daughter's going to prison." "I'm not satisfied, but I'm not sorry either. She loved you. She stole from me, then destroyed my property. That's not love." He walked away. Tiffany was there too. She tried getting in my face. "You did this. You could have dropped the charges. You wanted her to go to prison." I wanted her to face consequences for crimes she committed. She was emotional. She made a mistake. Mistakes are accidental. She intentionally committed crimes twice. "You're going to hell for this. I'll save you a seat." Security had to escort her away. The aftermath. Amber's in prison and will be for the next 18 months minimum. Carol and Dan's marriage is apparently falling apart. Carol blames Dan for not doing enough, and Dan blames Carol for raising Amber to be entitled. Tiffany's been posting about me on social media, justice system failing women type stuff. Her followers are split. Half agree, half call her out. The venue refunded half my deposit after I explained the situation, saying they'd never seen anything like this. My Mustang got fixed. It looks brand new, better than before, actually. Insurance covered everything. Work's been good. My boss heard about the trial and said I handled it like a pro. Dating? Not yet. But I'm not closed off to it. Just being cautious. I've received messages from people I don't even know, some supportive, some calling me heartless for sending a woman to prison over a car. Here's my response. It was never about the car. It was about someone I trusted stealing from me, then destroying my property when she didn't get her way, then showing zero remorse except for feeling sorry for herself. Would I do it all again? Absolutely. Some people think love means letting someone hurt you without consequences. That's not love. That's stupidity. Amber's in prison because of Amber's choices, nobody else's. I got my car back. I kept my house. I kept my sanity. And I learned that when someone shows you they don't respect you, your property, or the law, you protect yourself every time. Thanks for following this mess. Hope someone learns from it. Respect people's property, respect the law, and if you break both, don't be shocked when you end up in handcuffs. Peace out.